All right, everyone. Hopefully I'm coming through. All right, welcome to the first stream of the Morning Quickie. This segment is really made just for games that are quick. It doesn't take too long to progress. So you see a whole bunch of variety of different kinds of games on this one. Indies, most likely, and just really games in general that you can make progress in a very short amount of time. That include things like maybe like Diablo 2, Diablo 4 if I ever go back to that one. Even Pal World, even though Pal World kind of does take, quite a bit of time to make some progress in that one. But I think that you can get a lot done in an hour in that one. But yeah, this is just made for to have something for people to watch when they first wake up in the morning, or to have your morning coffee and stuff. And if you can't watch it in the morning, hey, you can watch it during your lunch if you work, or it's just something nice to have. More cozy, more chill than the In Memoria playlists, where I have more philosophical and deep discussions about the games of how it affected me as a kid, and versus my thoughts about it now, and see if those classic games hold up for my childhood. But now this one's made for the more modern day, maybe a little bit older, just something quick. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get started real quick. Let me go ahead and start the game over on this side before we go. Okay, there we go. Scene. And just gotta change my model real quick. Bam, there we go. All right, everything seems to be going through. Hopefully the audio of the game isn't too bad. I tested it this morning, and I found that like minus 12 dB on the game is pretty good. I've been having a little bit of trouble with the game audio versus me talking. But I think this one's a little bit quiet enough that we should be okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is obviously Brotato. It's a roguelike bullet hell, I guess would be a good way of putting it. I haven't played it. I did test it a little bit this morning to see how it would work in recording, but it seemed to be fine. But I played things like Vampire Survivors, and it's pretty much what I've seen. It's kind of like that. Fun thing is the only reason I got into things like Vampire Survivors was because in college classes, the one that we just kind of finished over in fall is these are all new. Give me 1 second. Crit chance, harvesting, damage, generation, and then spawns a lightning. See, lightning shiv will spawn a projectile that bounces one time and deals 8% damage. Thief dagger, crit chance, higher damage, cooldown knockback. That's knockback, which is nice. 50% chance to gain 1 material while killing an enemy with a critical hit. Or you got boxing glove with +1 melee damage. Okay, so we got precise. So we got weapons, items. Okay, yeah, just like Vampire Survivor. -3 knockback, but range damage and elemental damage. Okay, so we have different types of damage in this one. Okay. Let's go lightning shiv. Then we got 20 extra. Thief dagger? Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, so one of my classes was basically ethics with computers. My college requires us in the computer science program to take this class, even though I didn't really care. I just wanted to get it over with. I mean, it ended up being fun, but we also had presentations that we had to do. We had to choose one topic and give our evaluate the topic ethically using like rule utilitarianism, act utilitarianism, Kantianism, social contract theory, and all that. Well, there was no way to really check if you were paying attention in class, so I decided I wanted to look for games that were easy on my battery and because I didn't have really ability to connect my laptop at that time. So I decided to look for games that were quick, that I could really like make decent progress in about, let's say, like an hour. And this and Vampire Survivors actually came up in the research. So I started playing with Vampire Survivors because that was more as my aesthetic. Really heavy, really heavy pixel graphics, and I like the medieval magic feel to it. No, we'll go ahead and recycle the coupon. I don't think we're gonna need it. Oh, I do like lifesteal though. We're gonna go lifesteal. Then but I had so much fun with Vampire Survivors that I'm not completely finished. I didn't unlock everything, but I loved it. So I really fell in love with the genre. After that, I tried the HoloLive, the HoloLive version of these kind of games. I forget what kind of genre these guys are considered. But yeah, I tried HoloLive. That one was actually a lot harder, I found, than Vampire Survivors, and not as easy to find item combinations. Oh, this one's tough. Plus 7 damage versus max HP and plus 50 material when you pick up a crate. But I'm going to lose HP regeneration, or minus speed. I think I'll just go increase damage. We'll go from there. And the Brotato just was something I picked up. Usually I would never have like bought something like this because I'm not familiar with the genre, and I generally don't go for roguelikes. Although I did have my first foray with them with Binding of Isaac. I forget who introduced that to me. I did like that. I did like Binding of Isaac, and that's something that we might see on this channel. Because it fits perfectly with what I want the channel, this specific playlist to be. It's just something that we all can just enjoy together really quick. Melee damage minus 3 rate damage. Well, I'm a melee build at the time, so let's go. Yeah, just do that. Lifesteal like that. Let's do crit chance. Ooh, that black belt's nice, but minus 8 luck though. That's actually not too bad. I think I like that. And then we'll go with that. So, like I said in the description of this, I like to, when I play games early in the morning, generally I don't have a lot of time to do that because of the other like chores, and especially during the school year where I'm usually working on my homework or studying during the morning. These kind of games are great for that. I can get done quick in an hour, and I like to have my coffee with them. So like today, I generally drink cold coffee. Just hot coffee I just can't really taste that well. So I like the cold coffee. So today I'm having churro flavored, and it sounds weird, I know, but the cinnamon actually works very well. Now I drink a lot of sugar-free stuff because I try to cut majority of processed sugars out of my diet. I like, if you have added just a little bit of sugar-free vanilla to it, it actually tastes really good. Now I'm wondering though if I add maybe a sugar-free caramel, if I can find a creamer like that and add to that, because you when you think of churros, sometimes you have to drizzle a little bit of caramel sauce on it. I've had that before back when I ate a lot of sugar, and I wonder if it could produce the same kind of effect, which would be really nice. So, okay, I officially got my first ranged item, the Double Barrel Shotgun. All that sounds amazing. I'm going to the melee build. So the only thing I see from that is stick 3, which is primitive, damage 25, critical times 1.5, so 23% chance, cooldown about 1.15 seconds, knockback 3, range 175, lifesteal 5%. Deals plus 8 damage for every additional stick you have. Okay, so that tells me more like a better build. So if there's a stick build, that'd be great. So all I have is knives. Wait, do they not, when you level up a knife, it doesn't just take the place of the lower item level or lower item level item that you usually have, say in Vampire Survivors? Like, hold on. No, thief dagger. Yeah, those are all thief daggers. Can I not combine them? Oh, you can. You can. Wait. So, wait, what are you combining them with then? Okay, no, so it took... Oh, I see how you... Okay, so if you get... So the levels of the items are shown by the hue of the background on that item sprite. So like it'll go like gray to blue, and I'm guessing purple. Okay, so you have to have 2 items of the same rarity to combine them? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so knowing that... Do I want to pick up the stick though? Or keep... I'm gonna take a chance and not pick up the stick right now. We're gonna go ahead and... I want to pick up the baby elephant. It's like a % chance to deal 1 damage to a random enemy when you pick up material. Let's go ahead and do that. How many item slots do I have? Or is like, because usually you have like 6, like in Vampire Survivors. So I'm wondering if, yeah, if that's different in this game. I like the simplicity of the way of this game compared to like Vampire Survivors was great in the way their levels were. They were very short, but they also felt very large. I'm guessing just the way that they built it, because you have like infinite scrolling and stuff, where this one's very much like a very small arena. Kind of like the Binding of Isaac, the way in each room where you fight enemies. This is definitely different, but I like it. This is pretty cool. This is actually pretty closer to the Hololive one, where their levels seemed a bit small, but they also kind of infinitely scroll. Okay, so okay. So in Vampire Survivor, you had technically waves, but it was all time based. And when like you reach like, it was like every 5 minutes, the waves would change and become progressively harder. So no, waves are actually like waves, and they have time limits in here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's go attack speed. Hey, can you combine like items? Lightning strike. Okay, so this is an upgraded version of lightning strike. So, right, yeah, I can't combine that. I can recycle into different materials. What are materials for then? No. Okay. No, I want to keep my lifesteal for this build. So we're going to do a melee lifesteal, I'm guessing, is what I want to do. But not crit. Let's just do... I know I have a crit item. Let's just do normal damage right now. But I like the simplicity of the graphics on this. It's quite nice. Like I was talking about in the just chatting section at the very beginning, I think I can see Palworld and Diablo 2, even like Diablo 2 Resurrected, being something I could play during these kind of streams. But I'm a little worried because when I was doing my testing streams before my original debut, I was working on Palworld because I knew Palworld was a very intensive game. It actually crashed my OBS, and when it crashed OBS, because the when OBS was encoding, it like maxed out my GPU. Because I can run Palworld at max settings plus like mods that even increase textures. Like I said, my machine's pretty beefy, even though it's like a couple years old. It was made to last. I spent some decent change to make it last. So I want to make sure that I wanted to make sure that it could run games like that. Like originally I wanted to make it so I could play games like Skyrim or Final Fantasy 14 with like maximum mods, and it could. But I guess that Palworld is known to leak, have data leaks, and it kind of screws with OBS. And OBS, when encoding, it kind of just maxed out the GPU and just crashed everything. Even though like my computer screen still worked, the GPU could just crash, and just once OBS crashed, like the entire computer stopped working. So I had to do like a hard reset. So I'm a little worried that like Diablo 2 Resurrected and Palworld will cause me to crash. So I'm a little worried like if I'm actively streaming and I'll crash again, which would suck. You know, I've had really good, decent streams so far with In Memoriam and Final Fantasy VII over the weekend. So I want to keep that going. We'll go ahead and keep our crit chance for now. And I always choose speed builds when doing this game. Okay, so we got some different items. Okay, so oh god, like every item also has like a subcategory, like primitive, precise, tools, elementals. Okay, what are my weapons here? They're precise. So they're all precise. So we might as well go. I also have an elemental weapon. So why? Okay, no. No, we can go ahead and. No, if I want to do. I want Sharptooth though, because you're getting bigger, harder waves. So would I want a stronger weapon? This is my first playthrough, so I think this would be fine. Okay, so if I were to recycle that. Okay, let's go ahead and recycle one of our older knives and get the Sharptooth. We have Icicle Sharptooth, a Thief Dagger, 2 Lightning Shivs, each of different level, and a knife too. Okay. And no, tools count as a weapon. Okay. So I'm wondering when it's really going to start showing if your build's bad. Because in Vampire Survivors, I think it was like, depending even on the level, if I think like it was like around minute 10, if your build was like bad, it would start showing signs, because you have to take a really long time to kill things, and that's when you know like, okay, you should probably restart. But I'm brand new to this, so I'm going to hopefully find item combinations, if this game even has item combinations. I never look anything up. I want this to be fresh. I think that's just the best way to play these kind of games. There is some games that I generally would research beforehand. Most often like Harvest Moons, or the other ones in the Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, and the more RPG one, which was Rune Factory. Yeah, those ones I would generally research just for the romance options to see which one I would kind of go for and what they like, so I don't waste time trying to gather a whole bunch of. No, we don't want to. So I didn't waste time picking up items I didn't need and lowering affection accidentally. But these ones, no. I like to learn. If I get further in and with multiple playthroughs and I still don't make progress, then of course, yeah, I'll look things up. But I think for the first time, be halfway decent to just play it blind. Never go for speed, man. Oh. Weird food, plus 2 HP covered from consumables, but minus 2% dodge. Whistle is unique. A 50% chance for loot aliens to appear, but 20% movement speed for loot aliens. Whistles appear when a loot alien spawns. I don't know about that. Oh, I have rerolls. I completely freaking didn't see that. Engineering, that doesn't mean anything to me. Engineering plus 8 damage, but special enemies appear at the beginning of the next wave. Now, steroids. Don't want to trade damage for attack speed. What do I have here? Injection. Yeah, let's go for it. I'll ride up. No problem. Oh, good thing about in the morning, like I am fresh off of eating some breakfast, Generally, I don't able to eat breakfast until like kind of later due to like all my obligations with pets, and I also help babysit my nieces from time to time. So my sister is able to get some sleep because she works a swing shift like I do, and yeah, I mean, freaking kids, they can take it out of you. But I love babysitting, so you know that's all fun. I'm happy to help on that one. See, like today, we last night, if you watched my FF7 VOD, I freaking I put like a kibosh of freaking pause because generally I will skip dinner for streaming, or if I'm working or just like really into something. But no, we've had freaking like tri-tip and baked potatoes. No, I wasn't gonna skip that. So no, we had plenty of tri-tip left over, and that's basically what I had for breakfast. Because I work out, although I work out on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That's when I generally really increase the food I eat as well as the protein intake. But yeah, no, I couldn't resist. I mean, how could you? You can't just give up steak like that for breakfast. Although I should take my my little brother's advice. One of the mods here, Big Boss Man, he said, "Hey, you should scramble up some eggs and throw that in there." And he's right, I should have, but I mean, I was kind of in a hurry. Because I got up at 7. Hold on. Fallen Chain is unique, plus 15% damage, armor, and knockback, but minus 3% speed. That weapons have a minimum cooldown of 75 seconds between attacks. I think I'll take it. I think it's not too bad. Ooh, and forearms 3, that's a lot of damage. Increase. Ooh, okay, so that's a really nice increase in icicle. So go ahead and recycle you, buddy, but I want that upgraded version of the icicle there. Ooh, that mouse, it's limited, you can only have 5, but that's 5% lifesteal though. Increase in enemy, but I mean that's, is enemy defeating, is that give you money like in like Vampire Survivors? I wasn't really actually paying attention. Yeah, no, we'll do that, and we want more tree spawn. I think that'd be good. So saying that, what's generally that you guys like to eat? I used to when I was a kid, when you know I could afford to have things like Pop-Tarts and stuff. When we had Pop-Tarts, I was all about that. My favorite Pop-Tart flavor were the s'mores, and there was one other one. They released the like ice cream sundae. And that's when I started freezing my Pop-Tarts instead of actually cooking them. Like s'mores was good, actually toasted, but generally I would like to freeze my Pop-Tarts. And it was as I grew older, before I really put a kibosh to actually having sugar in my diet. I would freeze all my Pop-Tarts and have those. And I'm getting my ass handed to me. Yeah, no, and my pickiness and flavors actually went down. I used to hate brown sugar Pop-Tarts, but no, I really grew to love them when I got older. So that was like one of my flavors of choice. But now I can't really eat them, but I can there's these protein versions that I find sometimes. Oh, hell yeah, mastery plus melee damage, sure. 15 piercing damage, can't go above base, but mine percent too. I don't think I'm piercing. Yeah, no, they I had yeah, there's these protein ones that you can get. Now they're very expensive, but they're basically like protein versions of Pop-Tarts with a lot less sugar in them. Those I'll have like every once in a while. They're definitely not as big, so that's why they can say that there's less calories and sugar in there. But pickup range and knockback, that's not too bad. Yeah, let's do Alien Tongue. I like that. Let's go ahead and re-roll, see if I can get some. Actually, let me combine my Thief Daggers. Yeah, there we go. We got a purple one. What in the hell are these? Heal 1 HP when killing an enemy. I don't know. I'm getting my ass like handed to me though. Do I really want to take away my regeneration? You know, no. I'm not taking enough times between hits to actually have the HP regeneration matter that much. And I have lifesteal, so this actually goblet might not be a bad deal. And let's reroll one more time. Javelin. Every 4th projectile has 100% crit chance. Is this considered melee or... No, it's ranged. It has lifesteal though. Oh, energy blaze it. I'm not using range, so that's good. Oh, the mushroom, that'll counteract the HP regeneration. Spawns medical turret that shoots HP covered 0. Sure, let's do that. So like I was saying, like, what do you guys usually eat? Like I said, I can't really do sugar. And generally, I don't eat breakfast until late. So hold up. Got one of them AI boot bots here. Mystic Legend. Get out of here. So yeah, no, yeah, because my sleep schedule sucks. I work swing shifts, but not only that, I have like pet stuff I have to do like right after work. So like what I'm getting off at, would say like 1:30ish in the morning, and then don't really get to sleep until like 2:30 to 3 o'clock. And I generally have to get up at 7 for pet stuff as well as helping around family and some chores, especially during the school where I have to get up really early because if I just have homework I have to get done. So yeah, no, I have to do that. And then also on workout days, on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I work out at 8 o'clock. So I have to get there at 8. On Saturdays, I do like 9, 10. I have a little bit of chance to sleep in. So, ooh, more lifesteal. I will take that. Thank you. Spawns a garden that creates fruit every 15 seconds. That sounds pretty cool, actually. Oh no, don't recycle that. Blunt. So that's definitely melee. No, range. Well, you know what? You're throwing it, so that makes sense. Oh no, I'm a freaking idiot. Every weapon has range. It just shows if it's melee or actually long range. Oh, I'm an idiot, dude. Chance drop to break and drop 10 materials on hit. So that's a temporary weapon? A hedgehog. Okay, we'll go from there. But yeah, so yeah, on workout days, yeah, I barely have any fun time. So I'll have like 2 hours to maybe, like after I'm done showering, all that, I'll have 2 hours to eat and then do whatever chores I have left to do. And then classwork before I have to head to work. And I head to work a little bit early because I'm able to do my classwork and study by myself because I am in a more leadership role. You know, even though it's a dead-end job, I basically worked my way up, and now I'm kind of at a dead end unless like someone leaves. And then again, I really wouldn't want their jobs because I work directly with my supervisor, and he's kind of the top where you can get in my job field. Unless I want to try and go for general management, but then again, they're on contract, so I wouldn't want to do that. I'm not sure if you would actually need a degree for that. I don't think you do, but I mean, I would love the money, to be honest, and I would be able to go to school full time because my work gives benefits for employees to go to class. Like I get like, I don't have to pay tuition, and I get like a serious discount, like 95% discount on my credits, but it's only up to 9 credits. So my graduation date is like almost not existent. And I got more speed now. We gotta do all speed, man. Wand 3 elemental. That's range. Oh, get another thief dagger. Grab that. Oh, hell yeah, black belt. There you go. And no range damage. Okay, so we're not gonna reroll on this one. I want a little extra more money, and then we roll. But yeah, no, it's a freaking sweet benefit for what I do, and luckily because I am in leadership, I can take some time to study during the work day as long as like everything else is good. And there's nothing like I have to really pay attention to. But the yeah, it's still something I want to. It's not something I really ever saw myself doing, even as a kid. and I really just want to work with computers, and didn't think I would ever go into digital security. But to be honest, even with the outbreak of AI, and I know that AI can take some of the working parts that humans usually do with digital security, but when you talk about plans and having to worry about like the human aspect and ethical, you're really going to want to have the ethical part of security. You're going to want to have the human touch to it. So that's why I decided to go into digital security. I always wanted to be like a game programmer, but that's that field is completely saturated right now. And generally, I don't think they would want someone of my complexion and my belief system in there. So digital security is the next best thing, and I just want like more comfortable life. And you know, God willing, I eventually find a girl that could deal with my social retardation, and have some kids. That'd be nice. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm definitely gonna use that benefit, get my degree, and get the heck out of there. Which it sucks though, because there's kids that I started off with. I mean, this is my second go around with college, because I kind of screwed up when I originally went to college when I was a kid, when actually fresh out of high school. And this is like my second chance. I'm a hell of a lot more mature, so now would be the time. But there's these kids that that were freshmen that I started off with, and they figured out like, oh, this guy's been in the college before, so they would generally ask me, for advice and stuff. And I was happy to help, but then they oh, there's like nothing good on here. I mean, I could. No, I don't want to change to a stick build. Oh, there we go. And this is one where recycle you. Got an extra freaking purple leveled thief dagger. Orange for, I guess, like legendary. Or no, it's red. Oh, okay. But no range. Pick up range, harvesting, nice dodge, shoots. Now we'll go from here. Shoot, what was I saying? Yeah, no, the kids would figure out that this, I'm a hell of a lot older than most of them. I'm actually, I think, old enough to be a lot of these guys like father. If I had them like directly at 18, that yeah, they would often ask me for advice. But these same kids that were like freshmen, oh, dude, these kids, the same kids that like were freshmen. Oh, yeah, this might be the end of the run. Yeah, run loss. Killed by a junkie. That sucks. All right. So, okay. New run. Oh, I didn't realize the egg. I guess they're potatoes, I'm guessing, but eggs actually had different effects. Now let's do well-rounded one more time. Yeah, let's go for stick build. So stick build deals +4 damage for every additional stick. Okay. Win a run using previous difficulty. Okay. So, yeah, dude, a lot of these kids that were in freshmen already graduated. Like, that sucks. Dude, that sucks. Like, yeah, I will not be in its same debt as they are. But dude, you know how demoralizing it is to have to be stuck? And there's even no guarantee that I'll get a job right after I get my degree. Like, I know people who got degrees in actual fields that like degrees were worth something, like engineering, and didn't get a job until like 6 years. So they had to stay with the job for 6 years until they were actually get something. And they're a little bit older, so I mean, it's tougher as an older dude to get into those kind of fields. But I mean, I'm hoping that like companies would let's do triceps. I mean, like, overall additional damage, that's pretty nice. Ooh, yep, stick, there you go. Let's go knife. We can always recycle it later. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so yeah, no, the I'm hoping that with my job experience and leadership qualifications, that like, no, this guy knows what it takes to get the job done, and that would be in my favor. But no, I will most likely not be entering the field if I'm able to finish my degree and even find a job until like my 40s. Like, I'm in my junior level courses, but like I said, I can only take up to 9 courses and still have the benefits work for me. So that's freaking insane. Oh, black belt, hell yeah, take that. Oh, yeah, let's do percentile damage. We'll still that. Oh, more sticks. Loving that. Pick a branch. Oh, pick a branch is always good. And then that's one range for every 70 steps you take during a wave. You know what? No, let's go for the whistle. Let's do that. Let's see how well that goes. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Like when I made this channel, I wanted to create a community for the older guys, the older gamers, so it can kind of, you know, be old together and reminisce upon our childhoods as gamers. But all, you know, even, you know, the younger guys, you're all welcome. Generally, you still have to be, you know, at least 18 to be in the chat, but I'm willing to talk to younger people, but that's more like on like Discord or something. You know, 18 in the chat. That's still gonna be a rule. If I find out or even have the inkling that you're younger, you're gonna be out. Just safer that way. It's with all the rules for all the streaming services nowadays. Unless that changes, but you know, I would love to have like young, you know, mid-teens in here. You know, talk to them about the world and what they're thinking, and about their view on games as well. Let's go attack speed. Hell yeah. New life. You know, I can't say no to lifesteal. I mean, how could you? I would do more melee damage. Oh, I do not have enough money. Never mind. But yeah, I would love to see. I would love to talk to teens if they're in here and be able to talk about their views on video games as well as in the world. Because I find like a lot of streamers, and they do it for the safety for the channels because it's their livelihood. This isn't mine. I work a full-time job, so I'm fully aware of, or not fully aware. That's wrong choice of words. But rather, it's not as much danger if I get in trouble for having kids, even though like I would like to have my channel so I'm able to have the community and be here and talk with you guys. So that's why I still have to enforce those rules. But, you know, we can't really help change things, as well as help, you know, shape the future unless we talk to the younger generation and help them see our viewpoint. And if they, you know, are only talking to, you know, the opposite side or viewpoints that we just find detestable, well, then they're going to be influenced by that, and no change will happen. And right now we need a lot of change in the world, you know. So it just sucks. I know why other streamers and VTubers do it, but you know, we really need to talk to these kids more, you know, be able to have those conversations without, you know, being freaking charged or people saying like, oh, you're a, you know, freaking, you know, predator or something. And nah, that just ain't it, man. But freaking crazy word. Hopefully we'll be able to change it for the better coming here. So, you know, a lot of us do actually care about the younger generations, and we were hoping that we can help and do, you know, we do what we can, because we're, you know, world knows that we need a lot more doers. There's tons of noticers, I can tell you that. There's a lot of noticers out there, but we need more doers. Not to say that there's none, and there's a lot, but we need more people to get out there. Like myself, I actually go and I try and talk to people. It's like, obviously, if you can't tell, I do work a lot in colleges, and I do talk to college students, and there are a lot of them are like half my age. Like I said, I'm probably old enough to be the father of most of these guys, just freshly coming in. So yeah, I'm able to talk to them and you know, get their viewpoints, and some of them are pretty nuts. It shows like what they're learning in the younger grades, and it's just insane. I can't understand their thought process on some things, on the connections between humans and the our traits that we're just born with and how it affects us. And I'm like, dude, that a lot of that didn't matter when I was a kid, when I was your age. I mean, yeah, it was starting. And when I reflect back, because like In Memoria not only helps me reflect on games, on older games when I was a kid, but it when an enemy dies, yeah, let's do Cyberball. It also helps me to reflect on like my younger life in general in school. And you realize, like, you know, people say, oh, it was so much better, we didn't have this, and you know, like all this nonsense and chaos and confusion about genders and focus on genders. Like, no, it was always there, but to a lot lesser degree. It's basically getting their foot in the door is what they're doing, you know. When I was a kid is when they first started doing the high school exit exam. That wasn't a thing until my sophomore year. Was my sophomore or junior year? I was one of the first years that was required to take it, I think. It was like, I like literally was not lucky enough to miss out on it. It was a year above me that didn't have to take it. So yeah, now what did I just take? Something probably I didn't mean to take, but let's do overall damage. I think would be good. We're not really running any elemental damage this one, so this run, so let's do max HP. Holy snakes, glass cannon. Am I good enough to dodge to get that much? Yeah, let's do it. Spawns a turret that shoots flames, dealing burning damage. Let's go ahead and reroll. +1 HP recovered from consumables. Radzilla. Reroll again. No, I don't have enough money to get anything. But yeah, I found out that my age level, yeah, we were the guinea pigs for a lot of things. And that's why, like, especially us who lived from the changes we're able to see and old enough to remember how things used to be, and we were able to see the changes over time. Like, we were the ones that really need to start talking to these kids. I mean, if you're a kid or someone out here, like, again, don't let me know. But yeah, just, you know, no, there's no offense to be had on this one, even though I don't care about giving offense. Like, in this channel, like, I will speak my mind. But yeah, I'm saying that, like, a lot of this stuff you're taught and kind of just, and it's propaganda, like, nonstop. So like, I can see like why these kids would think the way they do. No, I don't want to. I mean, can you increase the range of melee weapons? You might be able to. So maybe I'm completely doing that wrong. Oh no! Plus, yeah, no, we want all damage. Plus 20% of your materials at the start of waves. +5 engineering. I can get double rock. Dude, I want that loot worm. Let's go and recycle the knife. Get the rock. So I can combine the rock, get double rock. Reroll again. Burning activates 20% faster. Fresh meat. Insanity. Let's do fresh meat. So I'm wondering though, for those of us that are older, who here had to start a job at like 16? Like, my parents did talk a lot about it to me, like, hey, we're gonna have you work when you're 16, because it not only would have helped the family, because right now it's actually really hard with all the stuff going up, and yeah, no, we're starting to see the effects on our budget, and yeah, no, it's not looking good. But I mean, back then it was still pretty bad, but we are doing a little bit better now in terms of like financially, and we're all getting older too, so our health wise, yeah, it's becoming a bit crazy. But no, they oh my gosh, where was I going? Oh, I just lost my train of thought. I'm just trying to survive here. Oh yeah, no, job at 16. They wanted me to start a job at 16, but that didn't happen for some reason. Yeah, because like having a job would have helped, but it would be really good for experience on like my resumes. But implicates the next item you get from the shop. Item limits can't be exceeded. That's actually pretty dope. I like that idea. Pruner spawns garden. No. Reroll again. Acid times 2. Weird ghost plus 3 max HP. Starts away with 1 HP. Reroll again? Alien worm. That's max HP and regeneration. Cute monkey is 8% chance to heal 1 HP when picking up a material. And I don't use rage damage. Just do that one. Let's get another rock. Let's go for that. But yeah, I mean, who here like actually started there? I knew like 2 people from my classes growing up that actually started at 16. And they freaking worked at Game Crazy. If anyone remembers that, Hollywood Video, the rental place that we used to frequent a lot, kind of after like Blockbusters. I think Blockbusters kind of went out of business when Hollywood Video showed up. They actually started like one of the first used game sales places called Crazy Games, like Crazy Games X, I believe it was called. That's actually where I got a lot of my games when I first started actually collecting games for ownership rather than renting. Yeah, they worked there. I thought it was so cool, but I had a big mouth when I was a kid. So I would like, oh dude, I saw so-and-so working at Game Crazy. He had to come and was like, dude, knock it off. I don't want people to know my business. And I was like, oh, you know what, my bad. I should have known better. I was old enough to know better than that. Yeah, I had to learn like a lot of lessons later than most people probably would have learned. But let's do more lifesteal. More speed, thank you very much. Oh, there's like nothing decent here. We'll go for that. We'll go extra melee damage. More material from recycling items, harvesting, pickup range. Let's get a little frog. Get a little frog, man. Just a little frog, a little guy. Dude, can I get like another stick? Oh, we get another rock. Recycle spear, get the rock, combine the rocks. Combine the other rocks again. Get another spear. Oh, we didn't even have elemental damage, so freaking butterfly, like, duh. Oh, hopefully I got 13 minutes before I gotta quit, so hopefully we'll be able to get through this. Yeah, like I was saying, I learned lessons like a lot later than most people. Which, yeah, I don't know why. I was a dumb kid. Shy, still socially, social introvert. Though I did have a lot more friends back then. So, I mean, I had something going for me when I was a kid. But no, when I was a kid, I spent the majority of my time freaking just inside playing games. That was basically my childhood. And there was a lot of games I freaking loved. Taught me a lot of lessons, you know? Okay, I'm just running into peeps. Like, this needs to stop. Like, in my run, I should, like, die because of damage. Oh, jeez. You know, I know there's, like, a joke in, there's like an old joke. Oh, hell, I'm taking that. There's an old joke that, if you're able to get, like, eight hours of sleep, like, people won't believe you in college. The only time I even get close to 8 hours of sleep is going from, no, not even on Saturday, because I have to get up to work out, and I get off of work at like 1:30. Don't get to bed like 2:30 until 3. So I mean, it's still pretty low. I can only really sleep in from Saturday night to Sunday morning, and then Sunday night to Monday morning. Because like, yeah, I don't work, and I don't have to work out on Mondays. So I was able to get up. So that makes me wonder how I'm going to be able to do this on Wednesday. I'm going to be like going to sleep at 3 and having to wake up at 7, like 4 hours of sleep. Take care of everything and try and get on here by 9. That's gonna be insane, and that is if nothing's going on. Like, I have a freaking eye appointment I have to get to. +1 curse. I don't know if that's even good. I'm a little worried about that one. Let's go anchor. More glass cannon? Yeah, hell yeah. Start the way. I didn't read that from the freaking weird ghost item. Start the next wave with 1 HP. Are you insane? Get the hell out of that one, man. Could be combining my sticks. What the hell am I doing? I am stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Oh, on the freaking workout days, I get so tired. I'm pretty sure that I could work out more if I actually got better sleep. Like, yeah, no, I have to, no, because I start at 8 and I have to leave about like half an hour before I get there. My session starts at 8, right? So I have to get up at, no, I have to get up like almost like 6:30. If I have to wake up at 7, I have to like freaking rush my pet chores, which is like get them fresh water, fresh food. I give my cat some wet food to supplement the dry food as a little treat in the morning. And they go after each other. So I have to like kind of wash them. Not only like refill my water jug, get my protein shaker ready, because they give like free protein powder and all that stuff. So like after my workout, I make a protein shake right there before I head home, and then like to schedule my next workout and stuff, and I have to get there, warm up. So yeah, no, it's a thing on weekdays. So like when school starts, man, that's gonna be killer. But cool thing is like I'm actually seeing results while working out. I don't think I'm working out quite enough to see like actual big growth, but I'm definitely getting more definition, and I'm seeing strength increase, like a lot of strength increase. So it's actually been really good. Like I haven't been like in this shape, and it's not the best shape, but this is basically like my sophomore year of high school shape before I got really into fitness, doing track and field. And I was like really bulk. Like I was able to freaking bench like 265, and then like my back squat was like 700 something. Like I was going like pretty high, but I kind of screwed up my knee kind of doing all that nonsense. I think we're good from there. I might go over a little bit of an hour today just because this is a good run and I kind of want to see how far I can go with it. Yeah, I have no clue what the wave amount, maximum wave amount is on this. But you know what? If you're like listening and actually watching the VOD or anything, don't be afraid to, if you're older, hey man, hit the gym. Like it's not that expensive. I know that like money is tight right now, but I mean it's worth it in the end. Like I feel better, like freaking going up the stairs at work. Like I used to be almost like 400 pounds, and then I dieted really hard, and then after I dieted hard and I got to like about like 185, I decided, okay, now would be time to go to the gym, even though I should have been going to the gym the entire time. But no, like I've been seeing like really good results, and I know I'm gonna plateau because like when I was doing my my dieting, I plateaued like at 240-ish, 230-ish, and like I really had to push it. But when I got over that hurdle, like the drops became you didn't see as hard to drop. I don't know what it was, why it did was so hard to do that, but that attack speed is too good to give up on the banner. Ghost flint. Oh, I got another stick. I'm getting a stick. Get rid of the spear. I'm go for that ghost flint. But yeah, no, go out and do it. Like if you can, they're expanding. They're a smaller company. There's like a special gym that I go to, and I almost don't want to say it because they don't have that many locations. But I mean, they use video games to basically work out. It's actually really cool. And I found like a lot of success, and it's fun. I mean, I'm not that socially awkward that I can't go around gym. It is a little expensive though. That's the only problem. Basically, when I paid off my car, basically my car payments went to that, and it's per month. So you know, it's very expensive versus like an actual like gym, more traditional. You pay like per year, but it's like $400. When like really $400 for like 2 months at where I'm going. So yeah, no, it's you just find something that works for you. Because I want to let you know, when I talk to other people who, at the gyms and the workout, they love people going, and especially like people who maybe more traditionally. Ooh, that's like a legendary upgrade to harvesting. I think we'll grab that. The dude, they love people. They love seeing people going there who every enemies they kill during wave. That attack speed's too good. Recycle that. No, they love people seeing there, and they're always nice. They really want to help you out. So don't be afraid to go. And I know, like, yeah, you're gonna be a little embarrassed, maybe, but like, don't be. They want to see you there. It's actually really nice, you know. You know, don't let that. Don't let, you know, possible embarrassment. I mean, unless like what you're trying to do is like dangerous. Don't let possible embarrassment actually like stop you from bettering yourself, you know. Oh, now this is good. Oh no, it's ranged. However, I get the Unga Bunga harder, so we're gonna Unga Bunga with Meta Rocks. In fact, I get a legendary Unga Bunga. That's freaking dope. Plus I get another claw tree. Hell yeah, dude. I didn't realize, like, my little potato bro, is he wearing the items? That's actually cool. That didn't even happen in like Vampire Survivors or the Hololive version of this kind of game. Dude, this is you have to appreciate indies, man. When you like, this is why indies are so good, because they recapture what this channel is about. Is trying to recapture, like, you know, games were good back then and why they were good. This is one of the reasons they're good, because indies allow people to do what game companies used to do, and that is have games that, you know, create games that they're passionate about, and use that passion to create those games rather than having to worry about well, this is a good time as any to lose. Yeah, my hour was about up. I know it says like more than an hour on live, but that's, you know, not including chatting and all that jazz. But okay. Nope, I think we're good for today. Now this is definitely something I'm going to come back to. Might try a different one, a different game on Wednesday, as long as I don't get my eye appointment, because I'm getting old. I need you know, my glasses continuously need to change every year. It sucks, but yeah, they haven't got back to me, so I don't know when that appointment is. So most likely I'll be able to get on Wednesday at 9, and I really need to start freaking you need to actually start oh, my bad, sorry, I still have the potato on in the background, and it's distracting me. But like, no, like I really need to start sending out on X and Facebook when my streams are going, because I'm just terrible about that. Like, I get my VODs and I make the VODs like right then, because I do basically everything on the channel unless I commission art. Like, I edit, and I need to start doing effects, because I mean, I need to learn this software somehow, and I don't have access to Adobe. I'm just not paying for the damn subscription service unless I want to, you know, sail the high seas for the older versions, and those did work. Like, I mean, in college, I used like Adobe Illustrator, like what, P6 or something, or whatever that was back in the early 2000s, 2007 or something like that. So, you know, they're still good. But yeah, no. I want to say, hey, thank you guys. Oh no, my VTuber, what happened? Oh shit. Okay, well, hold on, let me get back. Come on. I use VTube Studio, so it takes a while to get up. Come on. I accidentally pressed X. Oh, there we go. I accidentally pressed X on the on the VTube Studio rather than on the Brotato application. But yeah, I just need to get better because I want to make really cool effects like zoom ins and all that stuff. But I'm using like freeware or shareware community driven applications for my editing and art and stuff. But yeah, I do everything myself. So yeah, it's another thing on top of everything else I do is editing all this. I really need to actually pace myself because I felt like even though I did 2 streams and I was just tired trying to get the VOD, I didn't get to sleep until like 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, yeah, obviously, just I'm new. I'm getting the jitters. Eventually, I'll get my rhythm. And hopefully, be able to get the community to grow. And generally, I know that nowadays you kind of want shorter stuff. Not everyone has time for an hour or something VOD. But yeah, no, I'm gonna figure that out. But yeah, so I really hope that y'all enjoyed. If you're able to catch the VOD or you're here live, that you enjoyed the more cozy stream. And if you're here lurking, that feel free to chat. We're always happy to have you. Especially during these cozy streams where it's really just chatting and getting to know each other and just having a good fun in the morning for before work, or if you're during work, you can kind of just in the background for an hour, just chill. Feel free to have your coffee and stuff with you and just kind of enjoy it. And I'm hoping that helped you enjoy yourself and get to thinking about some things around about the world and about gaming in general. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to join me on Saturday and Sunday when we do In Memoria for Final Fantasy VII. Preparing to retackle, remake, and rebirth before the 3rd installment of the remake series. In that one, we get more philosophical, a lot more pauses to talk about my experiences in childhood and how I feel the game changed for me in my modern day experience and wisdom. As much you can call wisdom. Like I said, I don't get out very much, but I do pay attention to a lot of things, and so I do have a lot of experience in there. But all right, guys, yeah, my hour is like way more up. It was only supposed to be an hour, so I gotta shut this down and then grab my laptop and start working on the VOD a little bit here and there. Maybe play a game that's not for streaming. Like I'll play like a little bit of Pal World on my own personal level versus the ones I play with my brothers. And then yeah, I'll probably do a casual world, like a super casual world, like almost Minecraft-y for this stream. And hopefully like they won't crash my OBS again. So all right, everyone. I really hope that you like I said again, I know I ramble. I do that a lot, but I hope you had fun. Have a great day at work, great day at school if you're already starting school. I know school is starting soon. Mine's not until the end of August. But if you're already in school, enjoy yourself, pace yourself, make some good studying habits. If you're working, don't work too hard, but get the bag, do what you gotta do the grind. But take some time, take a break, don't overwork yourself. Have fun, enjoy yourselves, guys. Have a good one.